So just to jump in, I'm going to talk mainly about a technology that we've piloted. We've been testing it to handle waste. So I'll focus on those issues. If you think about an installation, regardless as to what branch of service, these installations run as cities. In a sense, they have to provide energy and water. They have to treat wastewater, and of course, they have to treat garbage. And most people don't think about garbage, which is good job security for me, because this is what I can do. So this way, you don't have to think about it. For most of us, we put it out on the curb, and our wife reminds us to go take the garbage out, and then we kind of go from there. But garbage actually takes a long route to get to its final destination. MIT did a study involving hundreds of GPS chips in New York City and placed them in different neighborhoods to see how far the garbage traveled to its end destination. And surprisingly, from the 5 boroughs that make up New York City, the garbage was going as far as South Carolina. Of course, there's a lot of costs associated with this. As a military, we have these same issues. Hickam Air Force Base in Hawaii, believe it or not, barges its garbage to Oregon. So a lot of costs associated with that, a lot of greenhouse gas emissions. Very volatile because you're dealing with oil, which is obviously traded on the market, so the cost of oil fluctuates with the cost of the fully burdened cost of landfill goes up with that. So we kind of asked ourselves, is there a better way to do this? And the answer that we came up with was yes. Now again, from the military perspective, we have different issues. This is some photographs from the Air Force Times, a publication that was published recently, where we have operating, and we all know at this point, open pit burns in theater. In Iraq and in Afghanistan, we're operating several hundred open pit burns, which is archaic as it sounds. We basically dig a big hole in the ground, we throw our garbage in there, we light it on fire. So as a result, we don't have the EPA policing us, but this is a human health issue for our airmen. Several airmen have respiratory issues and neurological disorders because of this practice. Very unsustainable, and obviously the impacts are more than just the environment, but obviously the human health, as we have learned. So I'm going to talk a little bit about a technology that we've implemented at our Air Force Base in Florida. It's called plasma. For those of you that are not familiar with plasma, it's considered the 4th state of matter. So basically, if you take H2O in its solid form and you subject it to 32 degrees Fahrenheit, you get a liquid. Continue to heat that up past 212 degrees, and you get a steam, you get a gas, basically. And if you continue to heat up that gas, you get an ionized gas, which is also referred to as plasma. So we're operating at this point at temperatures of excess of 9,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So for those of you that may have difficulty understanding what that would be like, it would be like standing on the surface of the sun. So that's probably the best example I can give. So the way it works, basically we take our waste stream. Our system is designed at 10.5 tons per day, which is what we generate on our Air Force Base. We subject it to the high intense heat of plasma. A couple things happen in this near zero oxygen environment. Where the waste is being gasified. In other words, we're cleaning out all of the particulates that we don't want. In other words, the sulfur and the chlorides and things like that. And we're left with what we call syngas, which is carbon monoxide and hydrogen. So this is a good source of energy, and we run that through a gas engine, basically, and we take the chemical energy and convert it to mechanical and put it back on the grid in terms of electrical energy.